Facts. Hard Facts with Dio.
Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Hard Facts 92.3 Nigeria Info and Herringford Harcourt. I'm Dio. It's 13 gone past 3 p.m. It's a fine Wednesday. And welcome once again to the midweek edition of the show. Yes, and from now till 7, as usual, we keep the conversation going. I hope you've had a fine midweek so far, and things aren't looking up. I think it's been, the weather's been somewhat erratic all day. Not quite certain it's going to rain. It looks like it's going to rain one moment, and I think it did rain for a bit. I'm not sure. I didn't actually see it. And then the sun looked like it was out today, like it might be sunny, and then it disappeared after a while. But regardless of how topsy-turvy the weather may have been, I hope your life today has been a whole lot smoother. Welcome, anyways. Thanks for joining the conversation. So a few matters on the agenda, as usual. We've got side comments coming up in a moment, random stories and thoughts of mine, which will not be discussed now. Then a rant comes up. Now that you are welcome to express your thoughts on till 4 p.m. It's Wednesday. A reminder, every Wednesday between 4 and 5 p.m. after the business news, we've got Canvas, the Niger Delta Roundtable, and today is no exception. We're talking the progressive development of the Niger Delta region, and on the show today, we're discussing tapping into women's strengths for economic growth. Tapping into women's strengths for economic growth. My guest, business influencer Wendy Prince Amadi will join me for that conversation in the 4 o'clock hour. That takes us till 5. We've got the news update coming up at 5 p.m. and then we delve into some other matter. Yep, sex for grade lecturer suspended. Aha, ha ha. Guess which school it was. You know, can someone guess? If you can guess, just send me some answer via WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number again is 08. What's that WhatsApp number? Oh, here it is. 0809 030 6416. That's 0809 030 6416. Can you guess which school it was, or it is rather, that a lecturer has been suspended on allegations of sex for grade? Alright, I need an answer before I move on. Alright, just send me something, okay? Send me an answer. I'd like to get it. 0817 pardon me, no, 0809 030 6416. That's the number once again. 0809 030 6416. Yep, I got a correct answer over here. Someone says Ignatius Ajuru University. You're very, very correct. Yeah, yes it is. Ignatius Ajuru University. That's a bit now. Ignatius Ajuru University of Education. Absolutely so. Ignatius Ajuru University. Oh yes, indeed. Ignatius Ajuru University. And lots of that still coming up. Ignatius Ajuru University, Port Harcourt. That's from Henry. Someone says, where else if not Ignatius Ajuru University? And another response here says, no, it certainly has to be our beloved Ignatius Ajuru University. Oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. Ignatius Ajuru University of Education. That's in Frank. Ignatius Ajuru University of Education. Goodness gracious, the messages are pouring in. The almighty Ignatius Ajuru University that produces the unqualified first class. This is the best answer so far. This is the best answer so far. Yeah. Let's see. Ignatius Ajuru University of Education. Honesty. Someone here says first class. First class university. Oh my. It goes on. They are pouring in. So anyways, yeah, it is the Ignatius Ajuru University of Education. They are on the news once again. Someone says University of first class students recalling. That's from Annie. Okay. I'm not sure if this one's the best or the previous one. You know, but I don't know. But we'll look at that later on. But let's check out that story for a moment before I move on. Now, here's the story. It was on our news earlier today. Wait, is this the right bulletin? Just a moment. Okay, sorry, that was the wrong bulletin. Okay, now I've got the right bulletin. Aha, here we are. Management of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education has suspended a lecturer, Samuel Abiye, of the Department of Curriculum Studies for 3 months and put on half salary on allegation of sex for grades. According to the statement released by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ozo Mekuri Indemele, on his Facebook page, Dr. Abiye was recorded by a female student who he promised to help to pass his course and all other courses taught by other lecturers in the department in exchange for sex. Now, it was added the lecturer directed the student to meet him at a hotel at the Eagle Cement area of Rumulumeni to carry out the act. Mr. Lecturer. The statement added that management has in the interim directed that all courses taught by Dr. Abiye for the first semester of 2020-2021 be regraded through conference marking to be supervised by the Dean of Education. His courses and students he supervises have been reassigned to other lecturers. The matter has been referred to the University Staff Disciplinary Committee for further investigation. I think this might not be the first time that I think in recent weeks this might be the second incident. I'll have to confirm that shortly, but I think so. So I'm asking when we discuss this matter later on in the 5 o'clock hour. I'm asking, well, amongst several other talking points, but what do you suppose is the appropriate sanction for lecturers demanding sex for grades? What should be, or what would be the appropriate sanction for randy lecturers like this who like to conduct lectures in hotel rooms? Yes. Yeah, what do you think? We'll look at that in the 5 o'clock hour after the news update. Headlines 5:30, major news at 6 p.m. and open season comes up afterwards. Responses are still pouring in. As far as the question I asked earlier is concerned, Ignatius University of Doubtful First Class Students, Ubong from Woji, said that our most first class in Ignatius Ajuru University of Education, first class Ignatius Ajuru University. Okay, this one goes. Is a Buruburu University of Education that produces first-class students after thorough screening in hotels by some lecturers. This is the best one. This has to be the best answer so far. This is it. This is the one. This is the award-winning answer. Yeah, this is the best one. Yeah. Anyways, so we'll discuss that in the 5 o'clock hour after the news update. Major news at 6, open season after that at about 7 when we wrap up the conversation. So that's it for today. The sports gang will be in by 7 o'clock. If there are any changes to today's programming, you'll be the first to find out. Just stay tuned. So let's move on with today's side comments. Random stories, random thoughts, which will not be discussed at this time. No, they won't. Until much later on, I suppose, during the open season segment. So let's see the stories that caught my attention today. Yeah, and the PDP drama is still playing out like I recommended yesterday. I hope you've got your popcorn out already. If you haven't, make provisions for that. And keep on watching the drama as it plays out in the People's Democratic Party. As they say, it's a family affair. And the family is in turmoil at this time. But they say it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. I definitely hope my family never looks like anything like this. But anyways, we'll keep observing the situation as it plays out. Well, of course, the APC have their own fair share of as well. So before APC starts saying, hey, look at them, how about you guys too? In Rivers State, yeah, all is not looking very good for the party as well. And even at the national level, you know, there are a few skirmishes, but nothing that's blown up yet. But then again, it might still be early days. Their own version of the family affair might still blow up sometime soon. Let's keep watching. But just remember that all of this drama that's playing out, all of this blowing up, all the family affair, one very important thing you must realize and never forget as a Nigerian is that they are doing all this because they want to give you dividends of democracy. The politicians love you so much and are determined, driven by the urgent desire and need to give you the dividends of democracy. That's why they're having all of these family affairs all over the place. Very important that you remember that. Let's see. What has caught my attention on the news today? And once again, very sad development, an unfortunate and most embarrassing situation. It's quite scary as well. The attack at the Nigerian Defense Academy in Kaduna, and it's very disturbing once again. And also once again, deepest condolences to the families of the officers who were killed. I do hope that the military, I hope they will apprehend those responsible for this audaciously dastardly act. But then again, who knows? They might surrender. I won't be surprised. I will not be shocked if later today or tomorrow I'm watching TV and I see them parade bandits who were responsible for the attack at the NDA, and I see them with boxes of noodles in front of them and bags of rice and some cans of oil, you know, and then someone is standing there and saying, these are the men who carried out the attack at the NDA. They killed our officers, but they have surrendered. They have repented. And you see, we're doing everything possible to ensure that we bring peace to this country. Everything possible to ensure. You see, the commander-in-chief has given matching everything. Nothing is being spared to ensure. So we have to take the carrot and the stick approach. You see, in intelligence, you people are not in intelligence, so you won't understand. In intelligence, there's something we call carrots, and there's something we call stick in intelligence. And you know, we are waging what is called, this is not conventional warfare. That's what people are missing out. You see, this is not conventional. This is in intelligence parlance, in intelligence circles, we call this asymmetric warfare. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know you don't understand. You're not a security person. It's called asymmetric warfare, and there's something we call carrot, and there's something we call stick. So you see, they have repented, and we're looking for how we're going to integrate them. Have you heard of integration before? We are discussing how we're going to integrate them. Most unfortunate indeed. Now, terrible situation, terrible times we're in right now. As Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum says, his administration cannot account for 10% of Borno citizens following terror activities in the northeast region. Governor Zulum gave the statistics after a private meeting with President Buhari in Abuja. He said, one, his administration is exploring several options to end the security challenge. Borno State government has not and will never pay any bandit to surrender. So according to the governor of Borno State, 10% of the citizens of this country and indigents of that state are unaccounted for. Goodness gracious. 10%. Now, I need to do a quick search and find out what's the population of Borno State. And I don't know, at least I'll find something online. The population, so population of Borno State as at 2016 is 5.86 million. That figure is definitely higher now. But let's go with the 2016 estimate of 5.86 million. So if 10% of them are unaccounted for, according to the governor himself, what do we have here? Let's see, 860. So that's 586,000 people, at least, unaccounted for in Borno State. But it doesn't matter. The people who are responsible for this, about or at least 586,000 people who are unaccounted for, missing, or whatever it is, they will repent tomorrow, and we will present them with noodles and rice and oil, and look for how to integrate them. We'll fashion out modalities for integrating them. We'll fashion out procedures to integrate them. My heart goes out to the people of Borno State as well. Wish them the very best. Back to River State, where the family of a 59-year-old man, Toka Gilbert, who was kidnapped and murdered at Betem in Kana local government area of River State, has raised alarm over attempts by some individuals they described as powerful to release some suspects in police custody. Our correspondent gathered that the kidnappers killed the man after collecting 50,000 naira ransom from the family. Now, days later, his corpse was found in a river in the community. 3 persons were arrested in connection with the crime by the anti-kidnapping unit of River State Police Command, and one has confessed to the crime. The only daughter of the victim, Rebecca Henry, spoke to newsmen. Let's very quickly hear what Rebecca had to say about this development. Where is it? Okay, here we are.
The matter was reported to Anti-Kidnapping Minokoro Port Harcourt, River State, and this suspect has been confessed who asked them to go and kill my dad, though they've been doing their work. But later on, the suspects say that they want to transfer the matter to Zone 16 in Bayelsa. The CP should act on this matter. They want to lie it under the carpet, which I don't want. They should charge this suspect to court. My father was not sick. He was just being kidnapped and murdered. A healthy man. Please, sir, I want you people to do something about it so that justice will be prevailed.
All right, yeah. CP Eboka Friday, one of the good people of River State, is asking that justice be served in the case of her kidnapped and murdered father. Use your good offices to ensure that proper investigations are carried out and, justice is served eventually. Yes, let's ensure that happens. Let's not treat this one like we treated the matter of that Uniport student who was robbed by some of your children, crackhead boys. Let's treat this one differently. CP, let's treat this one differently. Let's do the right thing instead. Let's show that at least sometimes, if not, maybe allegedly, maybe not all the time, but at least sometimes we can do the job properly and ensure justice is served. Allegedly, at least sometimes. Let's show that. I think I'll wrap up the side comments on that note. I am pressed for time. I really must move on. Yeah, I have to. So that's it for today's side comments. I'm going to break now. When I return, today's round comes up. Do please stay with us.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
We connect you to the world. We connect you to the vicinity. We are Nigeria Info.
Listen to me. I said this is a real situation and the government has to do something about it. You're trying to insinuate all these people looting Nigeria's money?
This is Nigeria Info in the heart of Nigeria. 92.3. We are Nigeria Info.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
A clean surrounding is a collective effort.
Diseases could be avoided
with good hygiene practice. Be more responsible with how you dispose waste products. The environment will be better looking without litter and exposed garbage. We love our city clean. This message is from 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Dayo.
Okay, now, it is Hard Factor 90.3 Nigeria, Info, Herringport, Harcourt, and Dio. And I'd like to rant for just a bit. I've got something in my mind, I'm expressing some thoughts on it, and you're very welcome to express your thoughts on mine all the way till 4 p.m. I'll try to be very brief with this one. I mean, it's no longer news that we've got a terrible situation on our hands as far as healthcare in the country is concerned, the healthcare sector, especially public healthcare, because the private sector might be doing much better, but especially public healthcare sector is an absolute shambles. And we've got resident doctors who are on strike at the moment. They've been on strike for some time now, maybe about a month or so. We've got a consultant who threatening to embark on a strike quite recently. They didn't. I think that's been shelved or something. And you know how these things go. You know, it's only a matter of time before maybe the joint health sector, that's how it usually goes. Those ones are probably waiting in the back, they're lurking in the backgrounds right now. They're waiting for the resident doctors and possibly MD Can to finish their own. So when they're done, then the JOHESU, the Joint Health Sector Union, will then start theirs. That is usually orchestrated like that. You know, everybody knows what time, it's turn by turn. They know what time to go for their own strike and all of that. And it's an absolute mess right now. But I fear that we may not know how bad things are in the health sector, and that's the essence of today's rant, to remind all of us, or maybe bring to our attention, in case we're not aware, how bad things really are. So, because whilst our honourable ministers of Labour and Health are busy threatening resident doctors, threatening them with no work, no pay, while they're busy running to the industrial court to get all kinds of injunctions, while they're saying, even when reports come out that doctors are leaving the country in droves to other countries to seek greener pastures, an honourable minister, who is also a doctor, by the way, would say that we don't have any problems. Let them go. They can go. We have all the doctors that we need. Whilst Mr. President, on having ear infections or other kinds of infections, will jet out to the UK to see his doctors that he has been seeing for at least 30 years now. And whilst Honourables and Excellencies fly out to the UK and God knows where else, whenever they even have something as simple or seemingly simple as a migraine, and whilst the rest of us here can't even afford malaria medication, whilst all of this is going on and doctors do not have equipment to work with, the salaries are meager, sometimes they don't even come when they should come. Doctors are being owed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 month salaries, and all kinds of ridiculousness is going on in the healthcare sector. While all of this is happening, in the Punch, doctors' recruitment for Saudi Arabia records large turnout in Abuja, another holds Thursday. Nigerian doctors in the hundreds on Tuesday stormed the Ladi Kwali Hall of the Sheraton Hotels Abuja as a consultancy firm commenced interviews for those willing to work in Saudi Arabia. The firm organized the interview on behalf of the Saudi Arabia Ministry of Health. So it's not some private hospital in Saudi Arabia that wants to get our doctors. No. It's the country. The Saudi Arabian government wants to get our own doctors over there. Now, medical doctors in various fields such as anesthesia, ICU, pediatrics and surgery, family medicine and others stormed the venue as early as 6:45 a.m. Yeah, 6:45 a.m. Our correspondent noted that as of 7 a.m. scheduled commencement time, those who arrived at the large hall had a hectic time to get seats. Yeah, there were so many, there were no seats. That's to show how desperate our doctors are to leave this country. Medical consultant Amadu Balarabe works in a teaching hospital in the Northwest, said, "Look around you, I'm sure you can see old people here. This is the situation we found ourselves in this country. We cannot continue to work in a degraded health system. Let's even talk about the NAD strike. These young doctors have been on strike, and the next thing the government does is to sue them. Where is this done?" Most of them don't care about the sector because they know they can disappear to foreign countries. Well, we're also going to join them. I have some of my fellow consultants with several years of practice who are also here to try their luck. So not just young doctors or resident doctors are trying to leave the country. Even consultants with several years of practice, you will think that they're very well paid, right? Even they are also there to try their luck. to see if the Saudi Arabian government will have mercy on them and take them to Saudi Arabia where they can work. Now, I'm going to play back. This is what I'm playing right now. Is courtesy Galaxy TV. It's a 3-minute or so feature, but you can't watch it obviously. But you can listen to the audio, and you will still get a complete sense, I believe, of how bad this situation is. So let's take the time to listen to this, and I'll be back in a moment.
These are familiar scenes at job recruitment exercises in Nigeria. There is a special difference in this particular instance, though, as these are qualified medical doctors applying for jobs overseas, in Saudi Arabia to be precise. What you can see behind me right now is the process of the recruitment of Nigerian doctors by the Saudi Arabian authorities. This exercise is currently ongoing at the Sheraton Hotel and Towers, right here in the Nigerian capital, Abuja. Nigerian resident doctors have been on strike for almost a month in their demand for better working conditions, and negotiations with the government have failed repeatedly. And the prospect of working for the Saudi government is now seen as a big escape.
The federal government is showing the cold shoulder attitude, doesn't show any kind of responsibility or being careful about the situation. I can't imagine, I can't believe my Honorable Minister of Health came out and he threatened us. So I think it does not make sense, or it doesn't make much, it wasn't the situation. To be candid, we're very, very disappointed. I personally am disappointed. When I go to where I work in a very critical care services of the hospital. But basic things that we need, we don't have. Some things I used to put in my money to buy what I need, just for the sake of the patient. And to worsen the situation and to make the matter worse in day by day, there is no any progress.
To escape from the hills in the society.
What do you mean by hills of society?
A lot of discouraging things. You see banditry, see kidnapping, incessant strike, and all those stuff. And if you can get a place where you can work, a place that is calm, a place where you can use your skill and you can be well enumerated, is it not better?
For Vivian Okolo here, it is more of a situation of heartbreak as she expresses frustration over the ever-worsening situation in the healthcare system, with this particular case in point.
I left medical school April 2011. My teacher is here. My own teacher, the first person I cited here. You know what it means? My teacher that time has gone this bad.
The brain drain by Nigerian doctors to the proverbial greener pastures has for long been a known fact, but having a foreign government conduct massive recruitment of Nigerian doctors in Nigeria is taking the issue to a whole new level, and there is no telling the likely far-reaching effects of this down the line.
It's bad. And by the way, what you heard once again is cut to Galaxy TV. It's a terrible situation. You know it's terrible when someone says, I left medical school about 10 years ago. My teacher in school, a consultant pediatrician, he's here hustling with me to get a job from the Saudi Arabian government. You know that that's how you identify, that is the definition of a critical situation. But I have a feeling if we were to ask our honorables or excellencies, honorable minister, what's going on, say, like, they're not patriotic. They say these are not patriotic Nigerians. They have been sponsored, we know them. They're not patriotic Nigerians. How can they be living at a crucial time like this with all that this administration has been investing heavily in critical infrastructure in the healthcare? Investing heavily in critical infrastructure. We all know what the president has been doing, how he doesn't sleep at. Even last night they said he woke up, he was having nightmares because he was thinking about this critical infrastructure in the healthcare sector. But alas, with all the critical infrastructure investment in the healthcare sector, we have doctors, we have consultants, we have resident doctors desperate to leave this country in their hundreds and in their thousands. That's a definition of a critical situation. That's how bad things are. And I have a strong feeling that it's even worse than the picture that's being portrayed even at this time. I hope we come to terms with our reality very soon. I hope that the leaders figure out some ways, and just resolve the issue. I hope the people come to terms as well and do what needs to be done within the confines of the law, of course. Change our situation. On that note, I end my rant. Thanks for listening. I sincerely hope you were not bored. Any thoughts on that? Let's hear it. Numbers are the same lines are open. We got 0817 923 0002 or 0003. 0817 923 0007 as well. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH and YouTube. Just search for Nigeria Info PH. WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. Via Facebook, Williams goes. Where are we heading with this kind of news? So tomorrow we will be going to Saudi Arabia for medical tourism because we fail to treat our doctors well. Just imagine our medical consultants leaving the country. No state leader can allow this to happen in this country. So sad. Some heart may full like goes. Dio, who doesn't like a good thing? Other countries will come for the remaining doctors. Very soon, even the native doctors and local midwives will be given opportunities to practice in other countries. And trust me, they all will leave soon. I've got Alex on the line from Transamadi. Alex, you're welcome. Please go on.
Dayo, good evening.
Hi, go on, Alex.
My brother, it's a pity. I have that video on my Facebook page. In fact, I sent it to my friends. I told them anybody who loves Nigeria, including the current APC government supporters, if you love this country and you watch that video and you do not cry, then you hate this country. I wept when I saw that video, my brother. Unbelievable. When you have high-class, level, learned, educated doctors leaving the country, struggling to leave the country, we don't have any hope. Yet just yesterday, our defense academy was attacked. We don't have security. Now we are talking of health. We don't have health. What are the basic necessities of the necessity of government to provide for the citizens? Security, health, protection. We can't have it from Nigerian government. It's a failed state already. I don't know what people say when Nigeria is heading to it. But Nigeria is a failed state already. Because what can you read out of here?
Alex,
you can't attend the local hospitals here.
Great to hear from you, Alex. I must move on. I've got Andy from Boko. Andy, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dayo, good afternoon and happy Wednesday.
Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, Dayo, I think in as much as such things are happening that the government has not been able to provide some of these essential stuffs that should be used in our hospital based on the aspect of not being paying hazard fees, as the case may be, which the people or the doctors have found it deemed necessary for them to run out of Nigeria. But Dayo, I have an issue or a problem when it comes to that because we all are Nigerians. I am talking based on the aspect that as a civil servant I am, for 5 good years I've not been promoted, I've not been converted. Dayo, I am talking based on the aspect that there are some of my colleagues, 12 years, 11 years, 10 years today, they have not been promoted, they have not been given anything. How about incentive? Nothing. How about taking care of hazard, either anything? Go and ask the pensioner.
So what's the point? What's the point to drive out?
The point I am making is, Dayo, who will come and video us for the whole world to see just as the doctors are seeing or the doctors are feeling? What I'm saying is, it's not necessary.
What is not necessary?
It is not. That video is not necessary because if you begin to video people in different parastatals, different ministries.
I'm not sure I understand the point that you're making because the reason. No, hold on a moment. Can you hold on a moment, please? Now, the reason there was a video is because there was an event. People didn't just gather to be recorded on video. The purpose of this was not video. There was an event. That event was covered and it was recorded. Do you understand?
I understand.
Okay.
So what I'm saying
and even though you understand, you still hold the view you just expressed.
No, what I'm saying is, we are painting ourselves. I know we are bad. I know the government has failed. But what I'm saying is, let the doctors not be seen as people who practitioner is the most. No.
Okay.
That is not that is what I'm saying. I'm not saying yes, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's not right or wrong. Government bringing out essentials, the hazards, and the rest of them.
Even if you say it's right, it's your opinion. But I'm just a bit confused when you mentioned about the video. That's where my confusion came from. But good to hear from you, though. I have to move on. Nonso from Mokutai, welcome. Go ahead.
Good evening.
All right, go on.
So, what is the Nigerian dream? In America, you know, if you work hard enough, you have a normal life. What's the Nigerian dream?
I don't know, maybe it's build structure. Build structure.
Huh?
Build structure.
Okay, road.
No, you have to build structure first. You have to be on ground. When you're on ground and then you build structure, then people will call you.
Able to share meat.
Then when you get into office, then you cannot build road and share a
Oh, yes. It's okay. People are living in fact, that I'm telling you, I'm planning to leave. People we should be giving carrots are the people who are using stick to to flog. People we should be using stick to flog are the people who are using carrots to give. Is that not so? Saudi Arabia is stealing the cream de la cream of our intellectuals. When we are going up and down, suing them, minister is saying that they are playing God. So he too is playing the devil. In it, it's not important to them. This is the only country I've seen in the world where you have different visions. The vision in Abuja is different from the vision in the state. The vision in the state is different from the vision in the local government. Everybody is going haywire. And we say we're making... Brother Buhari said he will not live as a failure. And I say possibly he has another agenda different from our own agenda. Maybe his own agenda, he is achieving it. So he's saying, I will not fail in this my agenda, which is also different from our own agenda. Nigeria is failed. Let's admit it. That is, for governor to say, go and buy gun and defend yourself. NDA was attacked yesterday. So the person who will defend us is being killed. What are we doing? The country has failed. Thank you.
Emmanuel from Jerry, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Good evening, Dayo.
All right, go ahead.
I feel bad. I shed tears for the condition I see in my country because I look at one from the security system to all the parastatals. Our government have forgotten us, have forgotten those aged parents who suffer stand on the rent fund to make sure that they voted in. And at the end of it, this is what they are getting back. Their children, every year we are pushing out a lot of graduates, and at the end of it, the graduates cannot feed. And the security system has been completely down. I feel for the country, but I will not say more to say, if anybody sees a way out, let him, because if I myself see a way out, I will not be in this country, because I cannot be in a country where I will pay my bills, make sure that I am well updated in my bills I need to pay to federal government of my country, but common basic amenities we cannot boast of, let alone paying people their hard-earned salary. So, my dear brother, I think Nigerians, we need to think outside the box.
Mana, good to hear from you via WhatsApp. Good evening, Don. You see, this is a plus for the Nigerian government. A lot of people have been complaining about the fact that we don't produce anything. Well, now we're producing doctors. In short, we're so self-sufficient that we are beginning to export them. We should be thanking the government for a job well done. Well, that's one perspective, I suppose. Good afternoon, Don. Are you aware ASU's about to go on their annual holiday or strike? Oh, wow. It's not only medical doctors. Almost every Nigerian youth is willing to leave this country. Imagine a country where a degree holder will stay more than 10 years without a job. Or a girl died, that's some cheating. I was close to tears while listening to the audio. Truly speaking, is there any hope of redemption? Or should we accept that we are doomed being Nigerian? God forbid, that's Frank from Port Harcourt. Frank, there's hope. Nigeria is not redeemable. And the irony is, the things that need to be done are not far-fetched. We don't need to start conducting research, or we don't need to start trying to invent or reinvent what needs to be done. What needs to be done exists. It's been done already. It can be done. We can do it. Question is, are we ready? And not just people in government, because for a lot of people in government, I think I have no hope when it comes to them. But for the Nigerian people, the question once again is, are we ready as a people? Ernest from Umuokroshi, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dayo. I think the truth is that many Nigerians will not see the danger in what is happening. This is just one set. So this is the one they could capture on the camera and people are making noise. One of those that are the interview are online that people don't know about. I know a very good doctor in Port Harcourt here that works in Share. It's in Saudi Arabia now. My boss's son is in UK now, a medical doctor. They are just too plenty. So, the worst part is that we don't really know what is the danger ahead of us. Because one day that you get to the hospital, you will not see a doctor. You will pay heavily for them to call you the one that is on ground, because the guy will become much because there's no more doctor on ground. The few that will be on ground, their charge will be very high. So our health sector is in serious danger. Even those who will be lecturing in the university, the same thing. Because majority of them are going out. So you won't have them to do the services. The few that will remain, their services will be very costly. And then we will come to understand the danger the politicians has put us as a people. Those who are supporting them should be supporting them. I pity them. They forgot that they don't have the money the politicians have to fly abroad. One day it will happen. All of us, we shall see it in this country. Thank you.
You're very welcome. We've got about 6 minutes to go to the top of the hour. Make that about 5 actually. Still got comments. I think I'll just go over some comments now till about 4 o'clock. Via Facebook, Ugo goes literally crying, "This is even worse than I thought." And Cosmos Udemet goes, "This really shows that nothing is working in Nigeria. The story of that lady really touched me, how the lecturer that taught her was also in that meeting. This shows how unfair the Nigerian government is to all ministries. What is the Nigerian dream, if I may ask?" Charles Junua Ingrid goes, "Whoever does not want to leave Nigeria doesn't seem to have anywhere to go, including the politicians. That's why they hide their loot abroad." And back to WhatsApp. I'm fortunate from Iwafest. Now the country is really bad. Our elected leaders lack the capacity to move this nation forward. This country is in a big problem. This APC government is the worst government since independence. Very soon we will not have doctors in the country. Good evening. I should have been in that interview too. I just want to see if I can spare 2 to 3 years to round off my residency program. Thereafter, I will definitely leave. That's Peter from Azorba. The question that should be asked is, if government cannot provide for the health, security and educational needs of the masses, why are they in government? To build structures? That's from Nathan Nikire. Apparently, that's all you need as an excellency or an honorable in Nigeria. Structure. Just build structure. That's the whole essence of governance in Nigeria, is to build structure and remain on ground. Hello, Dad. The corruption in the system is so bad that everyone needs to stop and think, because we are hurting our collective future. From people in government to CMDs of the hospitals who misappropriate resources, they are all culpable. If you hear the amount sunk into hospitals, you will be amazed. That's a Mac Paul. Good afternoon, Dio. My take here is anybody that wants to leave should leave. The country is a failed state already. This is not only applicable to the doctors alone or the health sector. It cuts across the whole system presently. As I speak to you, Dio, I have masters in environmental science. I don't have a job, so anybody that has the opportunity to should leave. Dio, even you would testify to this. No job security, no life security. What are we going to do? That's Uchen Wachuku from Rumusi. 1983, massive brain drain from Nigeria. 2021, massive brain drain from Nigeria. Common factor, Buhari in office. What a classical, complete lack of imagination and leadership capacity. A pathetic tragedy in real time. That's from A.B. Bozimo. And the messages keep pouring in. It's not a great time at all. It's not a great time at all. Via Facebook, Barry Cole Henry Nyima goes, Dad, do you know what a doctor ratio to patients? That is just got to the media, it means it's obvious, but people have been living since way back. Absolutely so. We're not in the best of times at all. Things are not great. Things are not great at all. I do hope that we get it right. And once again, I am absolutely convinced that we have what it takes. We have the capacity to change this narrative. And this is not a pep talk. This is not this is not a refire to retire to recover moment. No, it's not. It's just it's just a simple, plain fact. We've got what it takes. Unfortunately, ungroundedness and structure has overtaken everything. When people come to campaign during elections, the campaign is, you see there, they see your money, they see your money, all those foolish people you see there, you see. That's the entire campaign. That's it. That's it. Then add structure and ungroundedness to that, and they're in office. That's why we are where we are today. But we can, and we will change the narrative, I believe so. Strongly. Got a commercial break coming up right now, and business news top of the hour, 4 p.m. After that, Canvas and Adedayo Elusakin will be brought to you by SPDC. Comes up afterwards. Do please stay with us.